Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Subponica Poster.
And I'm Actus Rhesus, back again. Hello.
We are at the war table. We are going to do one of the special missions for our elfish origin. Every origin has one, and they vary, just depending on what you chose. This is our clan, our little Dalish clan, saying basically, what the hell happened to our clan member? She went to this conclave, and we haven't heard from her since. So,
spoiler alert, the background-specific missions are all strikingly similar.
yeah, they want you to do a little bit of stuff. Now, you can choose any of the three, but don't choose Colin, because even though he's the shortest, he scares the shit out of the elves, and it will end your quest line. So pick Liliana or Josephine. And we head off to the hinterlands to have a chat about some very suspicious bandits.
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable, then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early.
For some reason, it just sounded like she said, then hit them in the balls.
That would work too. That's kind of what we do.
Or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Hilarious consequences of bad accent voiceover acting.
They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Thanks for the warning.
Alright, we'll head up the path here and check out these bandits.
You mean they might not be bandits?
They might be something else. Oh no.
There, the bandits.
But Blackwall's calling them bandits.
I got a new power to show off too, so that's all good. Pretty bog standard fighting. And we got the grappling hook! Oh, I love that thing. You can get,
is super fun.
it is, and you can get the upgrade so it doesn't use any stamina and has no cooldown time. So you become a whirling dervish of death. I love dagger roads, so much fun. And go up the path a little further and find more bandits. Oh, now they're outlaws.
Which is kind of a bandit.
Blackwall's fat ass got in the way.
Blackwall is probably my least favorite tank.
Yeah, I'm a cast girl. She does everything competently. Oh, don't let them get away.
And that's one of those times that they will randomly have NPCs or party members throw out little bits of advice just to make sure you, the player character, are, still going the correct way and progressing. Don't let them get away! They ran that way! Hey you, idiot player, over there, is pretty much what your friends are telling you. We should search the area, is another fun one.
I got lazy and decided to take a dirt nap.
It also doesn't help that Vivian is throwing out a surprising lack of barrier.
True.
Oh hey, look, there goes Iron Bull too. The Iron Bull, excuse me. He's like the Ohio State, only less douchey.
I pressed the wrong button. Need to remap everything to what I have it set up for multiplayer.
Not a bad spot to camp.
Yes, let's do that. So, at your camp, you head down this little cave, ravine, whatever. Some crafting materials to pick up. There's also a royal elf fruit back there that I didn't look at. And here we have this lovely valley. It looks very nice, very pleasant.
Big pretty dragon!
What dragon? I don't see a dragon.
We should
Let's
go fight
in.
it.
Oh, shit. They just take off, right? They don't really do anything in this game. Little lizards, they shouldn't be much of a problem. Oh, they're level 12. Maybe a problem.
Iron Bull just said this is going to be good, though. So, as we were saying earlier, the NPCs will never lead you astray. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
So sometimes you actually don't want to listen to the NPCs. Sometimes they are stupid, like right now.
And I did this just to show kind of how it normally goes for most players their first time into that area. We'll come back, but...
Totally how it went for me my
Looks
first
like
time
a
in that
Templar.
area. Not gonna lie. It's alright. I'm a Knight Enchanter. I'm tough. I can take on a dragon 4 levels above me. And die horribly.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I ran away like a coward and left the rest of my party to die, but, you know,
Always good strategy.
close enough.
Now, it said like a dead Templar. The one you're actually looking for is over here. And pick up a letter. And someone named Tanner is smuggling lyrium. So, oh no. We'll have to find out about that a little bit later. And the hidden object is not that dead Templar letter. It's in this house. And it turns out to be another bottle of booze. Okay, now just outside of Redcliffe Village, if you come here early before you go to Val Royeaux, there's just a guard standing there telling you to bugger off and you can't do anything. But you'll notice with this rift, there are these circles on the ground. And if you walk into them, they will either make you go faster or slower. The orangish ones make you go faster and the green ones make you go slow. So if you can manage the fight to stay in one of the speed up rings, your cooldowns will speed up, your movement will speed up. Pretty useful.
Yeah, the first time I played through this, I did not realize that that's what those were. I thought they were some kind of AoE thing and instinctively stayed hell
away
the
from them.
glowing circles.
Which is a normal reaction. You're like, I'm not stepping in anything that I don't know what it is. But occasionally you'll blunder into one and then be like, why can't I move? But the terrors aren't too bad, so close this rift up.
Having frequently played an MMO healer, I have an instinctive hatred towards anyone who walks into glowing circles. So,
What was that?
at least glowing circles that I didn't create.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Something's not right. Stay on your guard.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Yeah, let us in. I love our blood spattered.
Spread word the Inquisition was coming.
Is one of the better animation
You should
effects.
know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the
I just love that no one ever reacts to the fact that you're covered in blood.
Apologies.
Oh, in the first two games you'd have... They at least kind of cleaned it off your face, but...
He's expected shortly. You can speak
Who?
with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Yeah, I do miss having those jolly conversations where everyone was just covered in blood.
Something's not right. We need to talk to the Grand Enchanter.
And this is all very creepy.
And that was another NPC reminding you, hey, remember? They just said talk to the Grand Enchanter. Are you going to go talk to the Grand Enchanter? Maybe you should go talk to the Grand Enchanter.
I'm heading into Redcliffe proper.
Go. In the middle of the war. Don't be a fool.
Now you get this hidden icon ring, and it's got a huge area, so you'll be wandering all over and still see it. It takes you to the wheelhouse that you can't unlock unless you have Deft Hands Find Tools, so we'll have to come back for that.
Here, most of the apostates are dead or hiding. We should be getting more refugees.
But look at the sky and those stories about all that magic at the Conclave. They're not for stories.
What magic? Now, I want you to pay particular attention in this scene. I'm going to talk to this lady, but watch over her right shoulder. This was a bug I noticed when I was doing editing.
Saved us all. Tell me about your people. They say
Jesus Christ!
in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies.
Guess she
and
missed her
ask
mark
for
and had to
love,
get on it.
but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Gives a little side quest we can go take care of. Nothing major. You get a free sword out of it that's kind of crap.
But it's a nice little homage to Lady in the Lake.
It was so real. And when I woke up, the sheets were as cold as ice.
Now, we could go and talk to the Grand Enchanter, and that would advance the plot, but we're not going to do that. We just came to unlock the area and pick up the last of our, or finish off the last of our side quests that Corporal Vale gave us way back when. This is the healer for the Crossroads.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
You ask her that on the table behind her there's a note, and she gives you a list, 3 different lists of herbs to give her
It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather
to get a
more.
little XP and whatnot. If you've been running around collecting things, you shouldn't have any trouble. The hardest one is the Crystal Grace.
There are refugees
Now
at the
this
crossroads who would benefit from
conversation
a healer.
option
Of course they would.
is to
These
recruit
attacks
her
by the
to go
Templars
to the
endangered countless
Crossroads.
innocent lives. But if I go to the Crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those.
And you have a couple of ways of solving it. We have 2 options. We can use the history perk or our elfiness, and we'll use our elfiness. If you don't have either of those unlocked, if you bring Solus with you, he will convince her to
I
go.
haven't been called Knife-Ear as often as I'd expected. Mostly, all the humans say is thank you. I expect you'll find the same, and change some minds in the process.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the Crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
And now we can head back to the Crossroads and finish us up with Vale. But we're going to head back to the Fallowmire and finish off our beacons and get our soldiers back. I love the fact that they reuse the sound from Mass Effect 3 for the Banshees. Every time I hear that, I expect a Banshee to spawn.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that before, but I played Mass Effect after this and was wondering where the hell I'd heard that sound before.
Now you know, yeah, the Banshees first. then these
Brilliant.
guys, but every time I hear that shriek, I'm totally expecting Banshees. But you just get terrors. Chop, chop.
Playing an infiltrator was really fun and just shooting banshees in the head.
No, man. Vanguard all the way.
I like my headshots.
Solus is definitely better with barrier than Vivian. I guess I should set her to preferred.
Yeah. You've shown the preferred mechanic already, I presume, right?
No, I haven't gotten really into that sort of stuff. But
Okay, well, to be continued, but you can go in and tweak all your companions so that if there's abilities that you find more useful than others, you can set those as preferred abilities so they'll use those more often. Definitely want to use that with Solus and Vivienne, and does Dorian do barriers too? I never really had my gay BFF in my party.
yeah, you can spec him for anything you want. So if you take him down the spirit tree, you're good to go. It's
Right,
pretty
right.
much a given on any mage to
That's
put on
right.
there.
I've forgotten this one. You can pretty much make anyone whatever you want them to be. But you definitely want to have barriers as a preferred ability. Or you will die horribly.
Okay, just going to show this little spot on the map, heading to our destination. you'll get... This is another one of those hidden objects with a gigantic area to set it off. So it's over that direction, and we see it. Unless it's in the water, it's pretty far away. So go down here to try and minimize the amount of time we're in the water, so we don't get the extra spawns. No, I went into stealth as I went in the water, and I noticed that it didn't seem like a lot of them spawned. So I'll have to test that again and see if you go into the water in stealth, if it still spawns the extra undead. But what we're looking for is right here. It's a key to this cabin behind us, which seems to already have an occupant. Just the one, though, so it's not too much trouble.
While you're killing them, I would just like to point out, why did you need the key when half of the walls are eroded and full of
Holes.
gaps?
You should have been able to bash it. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Why did
And
I
you
just
get this
crawl through this hole in the back of the cabin?
right, and you get this diary, which is really the only thing in there, and it just gives a little bit of background information. It seemed kind of odd to me that they did a special hidden object for a key in a cabin. There's a loot chest in there, but there wasn't anything spectacular in it at all. Just random crap, so...
Again, to the lack of barriers. Solus, get with the program.
I guess I could tell him to do it, but that would require effort.
Yet another perk of playing the thoroughly invincible Knight Enchanter. Barriers whenever you want them. Cooldown depending.
Up you go.
Composition-wise, this is not going to be a super powerful party.
No.
But there is some good Sarah Solus banter.
Yeah, they didn't do any of it, or I would have recorded it. Get a barrier up.
No
Get me
spoilers,
back
but I really love the one where she just starts farting at him.
And I have them set when we're talking about programming the AI behavior. I have pretty much everyone in my party, except for Cassandra, is not allowed to use potions because they drink them like water, and then when you go to use one, they're all gone. So I manually did it there. And then we see Solus use his ability, the revive spell, and get me back up. So that's a good one to set to preferred as well. Someone goes down. He's usually pretty good about using it in dragon fights and whatnot.
I very rarely had Solus in my party, which is unfortunate for storyline development, because he looks an awful lot like this complete douchebag I used to work with. And it was just freaking me out. I was like, you, stay at camp, I hate you. So on my my current playthrough, I'm doing a whole lot of Solus just to get that story content.
We get our last rune, and once you get all 4 of them, you will get a recipe for Tears of the Dead, which is, I believe, a tonic, which applies poison to your weapon. So, pick that up. And here outside the castle, which is our final destination, there's a shitload of undead, and they will respawn infinitely.
Yes, they will.
Just continuously. If you want to farm XP, I guess that's a good place to do it.
It's not a good place to do it, because they'll keep coming until you die.
Like, meh.
I made that mistake. Ignore
Once
him.
you get
Go
inside,
to the castle. Screw it. There's all this XP. Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, never mind. Once you get inside, they won't follow you, unless your party has aggroed them, so it's safe once you get in the gates. Leave Blackwall to deal with that guy, and I'll go up and take out these ranged folks.
But yeah, when they tell you to just bypass, that is one of the times that your NPC party is actually trying to help you out a little bit and not being stupid.
And that gate down there is where we want to go, but it is locked. So we have to head up this walkway to take care of that little problem.
Oh, hey, a supply cache. What
Yep.
could possibly be on the other side of that gate?
We find, I guess this is our second one in the wild. The very first video had that in it, but that was kind of part of the tutorial. So, yeah, if anyone's low, just have them chug that healing potion first and then resupply, because it'll fill you back up to max. So even if you're down to 0 or 1, you'll get as many as you can carry.
As a general rule, finding supply caches out in the wild is a good indicator that you're about to encounter something nasty.
Some sort of a shit show, right?
Yeah.
And that door back there is another Deft Hands Find Tools, so I'll have to come back for it. It has 2 things in there, a hidden item, and then Blackwall will give you a quest
Yeah.
if you talk to him that's in there. So, and a fancy loot chest that had absolute crap in it. I was disappointed.
I'm always amazed that the little tripods full of soup never get knocked over.
That would have been a nice environmental touch.
And then someone would get all pissed off that you know,
Ruined
screwed
their
up their
soup.
dinner.
Yeah. Working a Metal Gear Solid trick and go in stealth and knock over all their pots of soup, and then they fight worse because they're hungry. So up ahead is our big boss of the area.
Face me! I am the Hand of Koth himself!
And there's a lot of debris in here that you can get stuck on, so try and be careful. Mess with this guy, and I finally have the brilliant idea to go after the archers. They're the ones causing us problems, so...
Killing this guy leads to my absolute favorite cutscene in the game.
Yes. The reward from the quest is minimal. You get a nice...
The reward is the cutscene.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you get a nice two-handed axe, but we've actually can craft something better. Damage-wise, not with the added effects, but damage-wise with that masterwork I picked up in the last video. It's totally easy to craft something that does more damage.
I really liked the crafting in this, just because
crafting
I
is
like
just
crafting.
broken. Now the chief, we're going to show off our jar of bees here that Sarah so helpfully provided to us. And it's an area of effect. You can upgrade it to handle multiple targets. But chuck that on him and he gets covered in a swarm of bees.
Bees, question mark?
And it'll do, I guess it's like a poison damage. It feared him, so he's not going to attack while he's feared. Panicked.
About to be a really stupid question, but you play Cards Against Humanity, right?
No, actually.
Oh my god, you haven't? You'd love it. Anyway, it's like apples to apples for assholes, but one of the cards is bees with a question mark.
And that slowdown is what happens when you pull off a cross-class combo. So, for example, he's frozen from an ice attack, and you hit it with a detonator. It will do extra damage and special effects on him. So that is not the game screwing up. That is actually intended to happen. And I ate shit again. But Solus does his job and gets me back up pretty quickly.
Another fun thing about the revive ability is it is an AoE, which really surprised me when I found
Yeah.
that out. So if you've got multiple party members down, it will bring them all up.
It was an AoE in the first 2 games. I know it was in the first one. I'm not
There
sure
were
about.
there were different ones. There was like a single target and like a group
an
revive,
AoE.
if I recall correctly, or maybe I'm confusing it with other games in which I've done healing crap. But this one just really surprised me that just the basic revive itself
Is
is
an AoE.
always an AoE.
And we get Gift to the Mountain Father, which
So basically,
again,
if you've
it's
got
pretty
another
fun.
person close to dying, just let them die first. And then bring them all up
here.
together.
And here's our missing soldiers, and another nod to ME3. ME2, I guess.
The injured need some rest, but we can return on our own.
I can't believe the Herald came for us. I told you she'd come.
Uh-huh. So we'll get a couple little upgrade pieces there. And then head back out, and the Skywatcher, if you talk to him, will be waiting for you.
There lies the brat.
I like the
His father, chief
Skywatcher.
of our
He's a
holding,
pretty
would
chill
duel
dude.
me for the loss if he cared enough.
The Inquisition
Come
has
work
the
for
powers
us.
your chief lacks. Join me. Help us stop the breach.
Is this why the Lady of the Skies led me here? To help heal the wounds in her skin? Aye, I'll join you. Let me make peace with my kid and I'll find where you set your flag.
Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Subponica Poster,
And I'm Actus Rhesus.
and we will see you next time.